Amazing. We'd like to understand the Ghanaian cedi appreciated by approximately 5.3% against the US dollar in April 2025, culminating in a 7.44% year-to-date gain. What key factors have actually contributed to this notable performance?
Yeah, thank you very much. The notable performance we've had, like you have discussed in the studio, has been supported by the significant accumulation in gold reserves.
Abusako social media says here, a chin will be nana air costo. ABC Yemfa and Munyam Asradin come for Emma Ato Forson, ye current finance minister under His Excellency John Dren Mahama, you say, or Berguma. What in ya che dollar no while arrested the dollar. Eddie Ashel Butum. ABC just said there be Ato Forson ya she just say, will ye be on Francis Bianto for more. And now Bama dollar and ever from dollar dear, Yaman Queen, ever from Ghana. Nabusia echinye we na aircost no na hu be hia se ne ye beti bibi every bank of Ghana because omu na omu control sikasem eye ntoto ye bibi omu no munim ade ama dollar se dollar be kosoro e be ba fuma omu no munim niema ekosoro na finally Bank of Ghana for Abekasa omu be chirimu eniema abo ama dollar no ekofom sisi na dollar no kura no ekofom e be kosoro bi ana enkobia buzia in this video no memo ahwe nsema Bank of Ghana for na kasa abedwemu edagun fremu no ahwe se amfa ni munyam ema Ato Forson ana se dollar na ekofom edienti ana ma dollar ekofom hi Penyah block media message say ni demo obera like video no other room over subscribe button sabe click the notification for latest update na ba kire wa adwen de ama me e wo comment section so ba so ba shi video mo no so anya bi ahwe etuwe dollar any cedi nsensem no a me who said dollar akofom the last 3 weeks and who said dollar akofom Forbes enye Ghana website American website business forum website omu dealing with ewiase edwadi ni sikasem what I say omu ye hu adwuma analysis where the name eko for the past 3 weeks and who said Forbes dollar has started from that time kana Ghana ha na dollar either so the 15 cedis 60 pesos but Forbes na either 13 cedis 30 pesos it means no any dollar aba from but just enya reflect Ghana isika semu eti ebeba from any say we for the past 2 weeks here dollar started say eba from isi an aba beduru 13.14 now interestingly anyone na 11th May 2025 no as of 12:38 p.m. in the afternoon, check Forbes. According to Forbes, Ghana sika akofom ama dollar akosoro isiano dollar against cedis at 15 cedis 31 pesos. Dollar asa rise according to Forbes. Dollar ekosoro by 15 cedis 31 pesos. Remember say ebeba from no Forbes it can record a week ago before the dollar ever from Ghana. And the Enea dollar, according to Forbes, are recorded at 15.31. Ghana series, Oko Bank of Ghana, and also that 13.14 there. Let me say, in the subsequent days or subsequent weeks, say the women who say week time before the Bank of Ghana is shown there. And just a dollar, ever cost. Now, dollars and some straight here, a cost format, you won't be able to affect two, ever from a cost you'll be affected. A cost omo money G. Businessmen na omo toniema egu hodada se dollar kwasura omo manage businessman ya omo niema omo stock niema wo hodada mo toniema tao zade omo benya mfaso ekwaso so omo di dwa wo internet no so bi omo dollars omo trading with crypto ni ade already owo dollar e won account ni dada obenya mfaso ekwasura YouTubers enya mfaso iko imagine say as of on say YouTube dey tell ni month ni start here eso na aboa no na is can go to the next month 80 May no ekunu na dollar at 15 cedis 60 pesos enti wa wo de eno ye calculation bia make say May o te kwaso anya baby a $1,000 and now the calculation so okay dollar the 15.6 it that means 15,610 oti almost 12% tax in free man obeto benya hwebe 13,000 plus. Oh, the night calculation and a down. Go bet to scan on this month, April 21st, and bet to scan. See our dollars what I better 13.14. It is what already who say. See Canada so do account as dollars, but ever will see come as a tissue. See as what by 2,000 plus. 82,000 is what meaning say. See Google 8 year. Emma 15 times you eba 13,000 no matter 12%. Now beka won sem be 11,000 ni actually. It is what you will lose by 2,000 plus. What I say, DJ with YouTubers don't na come from affect you mu. And I say e come from so o mu as affect you be a businessman because no na e wo 15 series and o come fa na be go ho no mo. Sisi a come from ya teso. E just also o teso so already wa boka. E do dollar ni there. Ekɔ fam a ɛboa bi na ekum bi ɛkɔ soro so a ɛboa bi na ekum bi sɛ de ti bia no ɛbɛ affect amanfo enti there must be stabilization enti stabilization nyina ba bi faako na fe wu so okay dollar no egi na ha eje na wo do plans wo say dollar no egi na ha say ɛno yɛ good but dollar ɛkɔ fam ɛma dollar ɛkɔ fam no Ato Forson abɛgye ho animonyam ɛkɔ asa bɛka sɛ dollar na ɛkɔ fam deɛ ɛnyɛ just 9 days job. No be make sure say obetine gina faako ebe kɔ from a ibi wa koduru 36 square possible betima kɔ enkɔ suru biem ama we ba ya na manfo kyerem say dabi Ato Forson nya abotre wonye hwe okay so wo na wo yemfa mu nyam wa ene be kyerɛ ya ade ba akɔpɛ a odi agu fam enhye ba akɔpɛ a odi agu akwam a ene na abo ma dollar yi ɛkɔ fam onfa nhye bi amu fam dollar na ɛkɔ fam ba ɔyɛ finance minister nti ene ɔgye ho mu nyam. But one for children say there China and US trade war no money no because America no so kese no be no war we pay taxes every other country because of that no obi an person no be trade is American cedis American dollars no lose value what I say American dollar lose value do you mind how do I almost no gain momentum over dollar you were Russian ruby Russian ruby for what I say Swedish Norwegian crown Brazilian real Polish zloty ewo ho Czech crown ewo ho euro ekɔ soro or say Japanese yen ewo ho South African rand ewo ho UK sterling ekɔ soro sin dollars she say even China for sika kura ekɔ soro American dollars ejeba and still I want for end this one be say there be enye UK enye USA war bia ni Ato Forson na ebo adwuma finance minister enya na obo adwuma ejemfa no nyama no na as to whether say all na ebo adwuma say all na ebo adwuma na busia. Now I was say things say if the Bank of Ghana enu free say omo no mo control Ghana esikasem. Enti Mr. Nisowa Ahulu Oko Bank of Ghana or your in charge officer in charge of financial department in Bank of Ghana. Obe chire say what chire say dollar ekɔ from there. Ato Forson ni mo ho hwe oni mo ho hwe na emum no America and China for trade war na aba no. And a play significant role. And na face so Ghana the boy ade ba kron boy and say yemfa sika and a quarter oil now ye the gold and a kwaji oil. That policy na ba mi ade ba ye no. Or say eno so kan obi ntam sika ni ma yedu. But say the cedis and a quarter oil the anka now no ka be a dollar any cedis and nam de ka Ghana for yentimi nyina no.
Joined by the central bank. That is Mr. Nisowa Ahulu, is the officer in charge of financial market department at the Bank of Ghana, who is joining us on Zoom. Good afternoon, sir. It's good to have you here on Beyond the Numbers.
Yeah, good afternoon to you at the studio, and good afternoon to listeners.
Amazing. We'd like to understand the Ghanaian cedi appreciated by approximately 5.3% against the US dollar in April 2025. Culminating in a 7.44% year-to-date gain. What key factors have actually contributed to this notable performance?
Yeah, thank you very much. The notable performance we've had, like you have discussed in the studio, has been supported by the significant accumulation in gold reserves. As a result of our domestic gold purchase program. We've also had significant foreign exchange purchases from the mines and the international oil companies. We've also had significant inflows from cocoa, like you've shown from your graph to viewers. We've also had significant and strong inflows from remittances. We've also had some significant corporate FX inflows, which has together, or I would say collectively, supported the Cedi over the period.
Okay, thank you. But also, there are reports that the Bank of Ghana injected some almost $500 million into the markets in the month of April. And is this true? And also, is this what's keeping the Cedi to the dollar very stable? And if this is what's keeping it stable, how long can the bank sustain this?
Well, let me indicate that what the bank does is to provide support to significant sectors when there is build-up in demand pressures. So you're right. In April, the demand you see there was coming out of increases in demand from the energy sector, from manufacturing, fast-moving consumer goods, and the like, which is what is accounting for what you see. But a significant proportion of it is mostly for the energy sector support to ensure that payments are on track, which provides stability for us on the energy sector, as well as its overall impact on economic growth. So that is what you saw in April.
Okay. Great. Beyond central bank interventions, how have global economic dynamics, such as the U.S. tariff, their policies influenced the Cedi's appreciation during this period?
You're right. The U.S. tariff imposed on its trading counterparties has created some recession fears. And indeed, Donald Trump himself has hinted that Americans should brace up for some pain in the short term. Because of the recession fears, the U.S. economy and the U.S. dollar has become relatively unattractive, causing some sell-offs of the U.S. dollars and other assets, which therefore is leading to increase in demand for other assets as safe havens. And we have gold as one of them. And that is why, with the uncertainties, you are seeing the rally in gold prices. And for us as well, because of the build-up as a result of the gold purchase program, we are also benefiting significantly from these uncertainties and its effect on the prices, which is also helping to reinforce the FX build-up that you are seeing.
Oh, thank you. And I think the last question is, now the central bank now has a reserve of 31.37 tons of gold. And how is that building the confidence of investors? Is this doing something for investors? And also, looking at the balance sheets of the bank, would this increase in gold reserves help push the bank out from this negative equity position?
Okay. The impact of holding reserves is to give confidence to investors that the central bank has enough to be able to support its currency when it's under pressure, as well as giving assurance to external investors that maturities of their investment in the country can be supported with the necessary efforts for payment. So this build-up in reserves is giving the appropriate confidence. And in that regard, then, you also have a reduction in demand pressures or speculation on the currency. And it's the huge build-up you are seeing that is fostering that speculative part, and also the confidence that people have in the currency, which is inuring to the benefit of the country and the stability we are seeing.
Finally, many are wondering what the central bank is doing. Basically, the Gold for Reserves program involves the central bank purchasing 20% of gold output from mining companies. How does this initiative enhance the country's foreign reserves? Because you've mentioned that a lot is being done to advance our reserves.
Yeah, you're right. We've been mining gold for so many years, but we've never taken a bold initiative like we have done. And therefore, with the initiative we've taken and the significant accumulation you are seeing in the gold side, we are beginning to get the benefit of the natural resource that we've basically neglected in terms of strategy over the years. And like you indicated, we are dealing in this project with the mines, the big mining companies. Currently, we engage about 10 of the mining companies through the Ghana Chamber of Mines. And in doing that, we are able to get the commitment of the banks as to how much they are willing to be able to sell to the central bank over the year. So we are confident in our discussions with them and the agreement we have with them as to how much we are going to get over the year. And that is what gives us the confidence that we can continue to sustain the program.
And I think we'll end here, but aside the inflows we've seen from Forex, we've seen from the remittance space and all of that, is there any step in, let's say, policy-wise, that the bank is taking that has resulted in this appreciation we are seeing so
far? You're right. Let me indicate that what you've seen is two components. We have dwelled a lot on the internal and factors and the initiative. And like I've also mentioned, we've also had the benefit of the external side as a result of the uncertainties that has triggered as a result of the tariff issues. So we have a combination of both the domestic and external factors reinforcing the position we are seeing. And from the central bank's perspective, as long as we continue to maintain prudent monetary stance and consider the program and it's on course. And even let me also add that given the onboard of the gold board, we are expecting that it will even provide the avenue for us to even ramp up a lot more of the gold purchases. And so going forward, it should be good for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nisola Ahulu. We appreciate your time here on Beyond the Numbers. We've been speaking to the officer in charge of Financial Market Department at the Bank of Ghana, Mr. Nisola Ahulu. We appreciate your time. So, yes, it appeared that you've had the central bank's decision, the new approach, the direction of policy, and how critical it is to advance the initiative of ensuring that our city remains in a very comfortable lead. But it appears he said a lot of things.
He said a lot.
Quite interested in the aspect of Ghana now taking the bold decision to ensure we mine gold.
So when is someone entering more Bank of Ghana at the Aba? Oh, you said when you be there. Ye, Ato Forson body agent baby case. War there be 1 year she. 1 year she. I did for me. 1 year she. 1 year she. Name no. Yeah. China and America for. Oh, Muntoko Monia Fabia Dins and some. Anna Buama, Amayan Kitwa de Sayam so. Yenya ho and Faso A. But I say, it's your bumper was some Kusi as economy no. Ever stabilize. Tell your mamma ever comments at a high Penyah Block Media.